What's up, adventure travellers? We are here in the middle of Dublin. In behind me is the central post office building, and there's a bus. It hasn't been a post office for years, but it's also one of the most famous buildings in Ireland. Lots of buses around here at the moment, because it was the centre for the uprising against the English back in the day, 100 or so years ago. It's where they organised all the argy-bargy against the Poms, for lack of technical terms. Anyway, let's go have a look around Dublin. So this is the main drag, and here is a flagpole. I don't know, she's a pretty big old spire. Woo, look at that. whatever you want to call it. A lot of tour groups across the road, a lot of taxis, vans. It all seems to be going on in this part of Dublin. There's a few statues up and down the drag. That's Jim Larkin, whoever Jim was. Got a seagull on his head. Plenty of historical and character buildings. It's pretty clean from what I've seen so far. It's a little bit sketchy around the hostel, but that's what you get when you pay minimum dollars for your accommodation. It's another famous Irishman, Sir John Gray, for whatever he did. And there's a couple more statues in front of me as well. This dude is William Smith O'Brien. This part of town must be Statue Way. They're all lined up in the middle of the road. And lucky last of the morning is some guy named O'Connell, who's there, and he's got a seagull on his head as well. So that'll do for statues this morning, but we are here on the River Liffey, or Liffey, not sure the correct pronunciation. It's the main river going through Dublin, and unfortunately the sunny morning is trying to rain on me. But not much we can do about that. Let's keep going. Here's a view of the bridge over the river. And back towards Dublin. And the seagulls are pretty huge over here. Hey, you're pretty friendly, I hope. And here we are at the Irish Emigration Museum. I'm not sure what the whole epic thing is about. Maybe we'll find out once we get inside. But looking forward to learning a few more things about the Irish immigration of the 19th century. We know about the Great Famine, but I'm sure there's more to it than that. So let's check it out.
CHQ building was Dublin's first fire-proof building.
Alrighty, so we're just starting the tour now, and look what we see on the wall. White Star Line to New Zealand.
You've just provided me with the makings of one hell of a weekend in Dublin.
the Omagh bomb. More than 300 were injured. It was the worst single death toll in the Northern Irish Troubles.
Suitably dressed in emerald green, the Queen took an historic step into the Republic.
Áhachtúráin agus a coide.
Over 7 decades, 10,000 women were forced to work in the laundries. Almost 1,000 of them never left. We were slaves.
I was a child slave.
There was a hugely emotional atmosphere all around Croke Park this evening.
Presented for Stringer, O'Gara, crossfield kick, Shane Horgan's in position. Oh yes! What a try! Executed magnificently!
I'm happy to invite you to receive the prize from the hands of His Majesty the King.
The people were waiting, the world was watching. As results trickled in from around the country, it became clear that the Irish had said yes.
Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country.
So there you go, the Oscar statuette was designed by Irish art director Cedric Gibbons. I learnt something new today. So that was the Irish Immigration Museum. Hope you enjoyed that. I certainly did, discovering a bit of my roots. Now time to go out and find some lunch. Finding some lunch is pretty difficult when you've got no idea where you are or where you're going. But anyway, we're back on the river Liffey. There's an interesting looking bridge there, over to the other side, and down. Got some historic looking boat there, the Jeannie Johnston. And looking down the river, check this bridge out up ahead. It's a bridge in the shape of a harp, which is the national instrument of Ireland. Let me zoom in. How good is that? Pretty clever, eh? Those Irish bridge builders. But it's 3 o'clock and I haven't had any lunch. I'm ready to chew my arm off. This sculpture in behind is to commemorate people who walked from County Roscommon 100 miles to the ships here to go to America. The ships to America were commonly known as the coffin boats because so many people died. Usually around a quarter to a third of the people died, never got to America because it was a long journey and they were already malnourished. Not sure if you can see all the details in the light, but pretty depressing. This guy's carrying one of the children. Even the dog came along for the journey. I think I might have said before, Ireland's population was so devastated from the 1840s onwards, it only just surpassed that number in 2021. Wow. Alrighty, as I'm still trying to find some lunch, I've come across the Custom House, which is a government building. Not exactly sure what they do in there, but it's worth a look anyway. Well, I had a look in Google and still can't find what it's for, but it's on the river. And it's probably the local council building or something. Alrighty, we are back in front of the Spire of Dublin. found out a bit more about this. Look at that. The spire is 120 metres tall, and before it was there was Nelson's Pillar. Now, Nelson was an Englishman, and Nelson's Pillar, I'll put a picture of that on the screen. Nelson was an Englishman, and Nelson's Pillar was erected when Ireland was part of the United Kingdom. But here's the good part. The IRA blew up Nelson's Pillar in 1966. So good on you, IRA. And this is what has replaced it. Whether you like it or dislike it, I'm still undecided yet. It's not that attractive, but the IRA got rid of Nelson's Pillar, and personally, I think that's a good thing. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Bob Marley's not dead. He's alive and well in Dublin. His voice has gone a bit downhill low. So I got back to the hostel about an hour ago and the bike was fine. It was locked up to this post with the lock that Shane gave me. And while I've been in the room, this is what's happened. The bike's been moved off the curb. This is what's happened to the lock. Sorry about that, Shane. I'll be replacing your bike lock when I get back to New Zealand. Should have taken the Italian guy's advice yesterday as walking past. So don't leave your bike out. So it looks like the only reason they've left the bike is because they've changed their mind, or it had the steering lock on. So I'm due to be at a comedy show in about half an hour, but it looks like I will be finding a secure parking lot to leave it for. Shit, I need to get the bike out by 7 AM in the morning to catch the ferry. So okay, looks like I'm missing the comedy tonight and finding a safe place for the bike. Alrighty, so here we are in the parking building, and the bad news gets worse. Unfortunately, the handlebars have been bent, and I'm not sure if the forks are out of alignment or not. So fairly safe, but you probably can't tell on camera. These handlebars are not aligned. They're a bit wonky. So that means to go straight ahead, I have to turn the handlebars slightly to the left. Now, that's not a problem unless everything starts to go wrong at high speeds, which I obviously won't do. The ferry is only a 20-minute ride away, or the wharf is, but then it's a 6.5 hour ride from the north of Wales to London. So the drama continues right up until the end. But hopefully it's going to be safe here for the next day and a half. Saturday night now, leaving Monday morning. No, Friday night, leaving Sunday morning. So stay tuned and see. Lights are going out, lights are back on. Stay tuned and see. I might have to keep on filming past Island to let you guys know how the drama unfolds all the way back to London. Stay tuned. Alrighty, I've just been to a comedy show to try and cheer myself up after the bike almost got stolen, and just standing by a bridge here. Very, very picturesque down by the river. There's the bridge with Dublin in the background, and down the river. It's Friday night in Dublin, so there's quite a few people out on the lash for the end of the week. But I've had my pint and had my comedy show, so I think I will head back and have a relatively healthy one for the rest of the night.